Welcome to the garden. I'm James, and if you are new to the channel, this is a Zone 5B garden in New Brunswick, and this is all about gardening. Today I'm going to do a little bit of spring cleanup on the front border, so please come join me. It's nice to get some of the spring cleanup done on these lovely days, as we still have quite a bit of variation in the weather this time of year here in New Brunswick. It's around 10 degrees today, but we have a good 5 days of rain ahead of us over the next week. So got to take advantage of these sunny, warm days and do some gardening. It's a fairly tedious job doing some spring cleanup, but I tell you, it does feel kind of rewarding when you do see the before and after, and you can actually see some of the plants poking out. Do have some daffodils coming up here. This is got 4 plants of yarrow right there that are green. These stay green all winter. I believe this is called moonshine yarrow, and I've got it in a couple places in the garden. It's actually one of my favorite perennials. It seems to flower almost all summer. Gets about 1 foot to 2 feet tall and doesn't flop. This shrub here is a little quickfire. It has already been pruned. I prune most of my hydrangeas, the paniculatas, in the fall, just because of the snow load and freezing rain. I don't like to leave the flowers on, as they get destroyed over the course of the winter. Got a couple of spireas here. And the daisies stay green all winter as well. Got a couple different varieties. There's one there too. Some iris and rose campion, as well as some penstemon there, and some more yarrow. This is a weigela off the top of my head. I can't remember the variety, but it is a nice plant. That I don't prune. If you do prune any of the spring flowering shrubs like this weigela, it should be done after they flower. Otherwise you'll lose the blooms this year. This is a knockout rose, just planted it last fall. And I won't do any pruning on it this year just because it is a tiny little shrub still. But shrub roses can handle a good knocking back in the spring, about 50% or more you can cut off. All the grasses in this garden have been cut down to about 6 inches. They're all warm season grasses. I've got some miscanthus and northwind switchgrass. So they're a little slow coming, but once they do start growing in the warm weather, they grow quite quick. I've got some, I believe these are onions coming up here. More daisies there. It's Benny the Beagle. Got some double play doozy spireas here. I really like spireas for their foliage and 3 season of interest. Not so much for their flowers, but they do provide some nice foliage color. The lady's mantle is just poking out. I got a nice cluster there. Hey Ben, what's going on over there? More penstemon here. And some alliums right there. And as well as some moonshine yarrow there too. These here, and I've got quite a few of them throughout. Those are creeping phlox, and they're going to flower fairly soon. I got 2 tuxedo weigelas here. That's a limelight prime hydrangea. This is a sonic bloom weigela, which blooms a really vibrant pink. And I've got some arborescence smooth leaf hydrangeas. That's an incredible, very young. That's a butterfly bush, which will get cut back. In zone 5B here, they tend to almost die back to the ground, but we'll see how far it dies back. And once I get a better idea, I'll cut it back to that point. Another smooth leaf hydrangea, that's an invincible spirit. And there we have a 9 bark. These are quickfire fabs, 3 of them in a row. This is an Elysium, a type of Elysium. I think it flowers pretty early in the spring, if I recall, a bright yellow as well. I've got a lot of small little perennial geraniums in here. I just planted them last year, but they will make a great ground cover in this whole area. This is a Eastern Snowball Viburnum. Just gonna show you the rhododendrons here on the left boundary quickly and see if I can get anyone's opinion on some solutions to an issue I'm having with some of them. This one, in particular, not that one. There's a couple of these in particular, and it might not show up well in the light here. Here you can kind of see they're somewhat translucent. You can see the veining's really green, and the leaf is lighter. It's a nutrient deficiency, and I know I try to fertilize these plants. They're acid loving, but with Benny, he likes to dig up the slow release fertilizer that I put in and eat it, so I don't do that. I mulch with pine needles, which helps acidify the soil. But I was wondering if anyone has any solutions, other options for fertilizer. I don't really want to use the slow release fertilizer, just given that Benny likes to dig it up and eat it. This here, actually, it doesn't look good, but this is a completely healthy rhododendron. That's all just desiccation. That's just from winter damage. Those will probably drop over time, and you'll get new leaves here. So that looks fine. It's more the nutrient deficiency issue on some of the rhododendrons here. If anyone's got any ideas, please comment below. I'd be happy to get some solutions and make these things shine. Well, that's it today. Happy gardening, everybody.